Yes, of course.
Don't know if I like all blue, so I'm gonna change my back color to. Do I want that? No, that looks weird.
I'm blue. Dabba dee.
Dabba dee dabba die.
Dabba die.
Dabba dizzle.
Dub yabba dabba doo.
For sure.
We fly the rafters, fill the beers, head towards the seas. Ride the waves around the world, the pirates like the Raise our beers and then we cheer for shining to come. The Shipwreck Show, AG is number one,
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Shipwreck Show. I am your host, your friendly neighborhood emo dad. It's Xander and Sugar. We are going down swinging. Before I get into the intro tonight, I do want to do right by our listeners and viewers. This is a part 2. So if you want to get caught up to the conversation, please stop right here, go back an episode, and watch part 1. And then we'll meet you back here. So pause now. Are they gone? Are they gone? We're probably going to go over the list anyway, but
That's fine. That's cool. We want them to know like why. You know what I mean? Let them know why.
yeah, we want to. Yeah. If you're listening to this, sorry. Anyway, joining me tonight on episode 171, we have the man who's ready to take you on a magic carpet ride. It is DJ Dimfix. What's going on, dude?
What's going on, man? Just relaxing, just relaxing.
Yeah, relaxing. Yeah.
DJ's been rocking the headband a lot this week. I'm into it.
I know. I'm really into it actually. It's giving Karate Kid.
Well, I thought
Yeah,
it was
you know
only
what?
for Karate Kid, but
I thought it was, but then I was like, you know what? I'll start rocking a little bit more. Plus, I don't like how my hair sits down.
fair enough.
So the headband keeps it up a little bit. Something new I'm trying. Just just to feel it out, and I think I like it. Maybe I'll get more different types of headbands. Different designs.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
All right. Yeah, I
Mm.
see you. I see you, doggy.
Dude,
dog.
he's
Yeah.
establishing his own brand, his own signature look. He's gonna have like custom headbands now.
DJ's band.
Yeah,
you
good
know what I'm
hey.
saying?
GK custom bands, man.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, would be a cool one. Would be a
Mhm.
cool
That
one.
would be good, dude.
Would be a
Just
cool one.
saying,
GK
just throwing it out.
headbands.
Man.
GK
It's not like
headband. Do we
it's
want to do
not like
like
I'm a
full
part of the
on?
marketing team or anything, but you
want to do a full white headband with like splashes of like
Yeah.
orange and our blue.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
That would be pretty
that'd
dope.
be sick.
GK headbands, GK cock rings, GK fish oil
Whoa,
supplements.
whoa, hold on.
They're coming. They're coming. And so will you. I mean,
Mm-mm.
you know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. Like, put me on that
The
marketing
man who
department.
is able to get me to just forego everything that I had planned. It is the Ocean Father himself, Ernell Pearson.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
What's happening, fellas? I've had a
How's your Sunday?
I've had a rough day, to be honest.
Quote unquote.
Not because
Really?
like actually the day was like all that bad, because it wasn't. Today was actually pretty fun. But last night, you guys might have seen my post about it. But last night, I awoke at 3 a.m. to this nostril piercing, having had been ripped out of my nose.
Ooh.
It got caught on my pillowcase or something. I don't fucking know. But I remember specifically feeling a very sharp pain, and then like halfway waking up and starting like felt my nose, felt that it was out, and then started like patting around underneath my stomach and like my pillow and stuff to find my ring. And I found it, and it was so bent. It was like, normally my ring is like this. It was like that, like
Ugh.
almost completely like full. And it's a solid ring. It's not the one that
Right.
has like the hinge on it. And so it pulled out of my nose so hard that it bent it open. And so I like
Jesus.
at 3 o'clock in the morning had to like roll over and like put it back in my nose. And then like while half asleep, just like sit here and just try to squeeze the ring back into
Like,
shape with my fingers. And like trying to do it in a way that like trying to not get it to slip out of my fingers so that it wouldn't hurt again, like from like moving
Right.
around too like vigorously or something like that. Dude, it was fucking awful. I'm so tired today because I was up for like 45 minutes trying to get this fucking nose ring back in. And it now it hurts. It's like kind of stinky because
Sore.
like nose piercings kind of like smell a little bit weird like when they're fresh, and it feels like it's fresh and like dude, I know. It just woke up this morning and was like, I don't fucking want to, but I had to finish our D&D thumbnail. Had to. Like I was like, I gotta get it done.
I noticed too, because I was ready to post our clip for D&D, and I went to see if I could grab the thumbnail from the YouTube Studio app because it allows you to download the thumbnail. And I was like, oh wait, he still has the early access thumbnail up there.
Yeah.
Usually has it done by now.
I cut it real
It's all
fucking
coming together
close, dude. I got it uploaded at 11:57 onto the video and the podcast, and I was just like, oh my fucking god, dude! Like, it was like so much later than I thought it was gonna. And even then, like afterwards, I was like, oh, I'm still not like totally happy with it. So I like low key like did a couple extra things and just like secretly uploaded a different one like after
secretly swapped it out.
Yeah, just kind of like satiate my own artistic needs. But no, I mean it is what it is.
I don't blame you at all. Yeah, no, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. That sucks. And that it makes me think that like what had to have happened, or what had to happen in order for it to bend like that. Like what, like,
dude, I think
God,
I think like because I'm a fairly aggressive sleeper, like I'm the guy that was like rolling the whole night, and when I move very vigorously because I'm a big guy, right? And so like I don't just like roll, I like get up and move and like throw the pillow around and like get my arm underneath. Oh fuck yeah, that feels so good, dude. And I could feel myself like push myself up as if I was pushing myself up off the ground, and my nose just like the pillowcase was hooked on the ring, and I just pulled that bitch right out, dude.
Damn.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sleep you is just like fuck it. Nah.
Oh dude, I can't fucking believe it, man. I can't fucking believe it. But hey, that's fine. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm awake now. I had some Celsius in me. We're good. I'm here. We're good.
We're good. And that was your impromptu PSA for why you shouldn't get nose piercings, because this is the Shipwreck Show where once a week, every week, various members of the Good Kraken crew gather together, discuss anything and everything the Seven Seas has thrown our way. If you are riding this wave, you can head on over to patreon.com/goodkrakenpods. That's patreon.com/GOODKRAKENPODS. Not to be confused with POD, that one band from the 90s, where you can submit questions and topics
for the very first time
and have early access. We're about to get muted off of YouTube.
I can't deny
access to all of our content before it goes live on podcast and video services. You can also support us by joining the GK community over on our Discord channel, where we can just chat and reminisce about POD lyrics all the live long day by clicking the link down in our description section below, and then following and subscribing to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. That didn't come through at all on my end.
That's it. Yeah, Discord. You know how it is. You know how it is, man.
He was just like, you know what I'm saying? What if we just did a whole episode just like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel so alive.
Oh my god. Gentlemen, we do have we do have a couple of captain's orders. These fine gentlemen before me, they did a review last week on 20,000 Films Under the Sea for Karate Kid Legends. Go check that out, please. Give it a watch. Give it a watch. Also, give the movie a watch. Anything you'd like to say about a little nugget of information you'd like to give about your review?
Yeah, here in the South Town, hey, you know that kid don't play. Put it down in the streets. Will I see another day? POD song. South Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't sweat
Any
the
Hoosier.
technique.
Jesus Christ. We also have our latest episode of Songs from the Abyss, session 15, that went out. If you're watching this, not on early access, it came out yesterday. But if you're watching this on early access, it came out today. It's Harbin's new request, and I hate his door.
Screw
Yeah.
you, Squibbles!
No, don't we all?
Oh, yeah.
Man, don't we all, dude? I'll tell you what, I have a good time playing Harbin. I'll tell you that at least. It's a good time.
I'm realizing
Frustrated.
that DM is the best character to play. You play
I just
everyone
get
else,
to-
and you can be as OP as possible. Lastly, we do have a little bit right here. Yeah, I get my voice. Do you ever wish that your morning coffee had a little more sea monster in it? I don't know if any of you guys saw our ad, but yes, you can get a Good Kraken mug and other stuff
You
just
can.
like that over at goodkraken.com. That's
You
GOODKRAKEN.com. And if
can.
more of you go over and visit our website, I can stop spelling it out for you. I can just say goodkraken.com and leave it at that. So please check out goodkraken.com. Get your merch there. Get, plenty of content there. And eventually, apparently, Good Kraken cock rings.
That's right.
To be
That's
seen.
right. Don't forget, we also have a big thing going on this Friday, Xander.
Yes, we do have a big thing coming up. Tomorrow we're going to be recording something for it. It is over at GKDR. We are going to be recording our predictions for Summer Games Fest, which will be out for you all on Wednesday. And then Friday is our live stream reaction for Summer Games Fest.
That's right,
So
baby.
please be there or be square. Actually, if you are there, you are a square, and we love you for that. Yes, we love squares. We're nerds.
Also to note too, just make sure people know, because we are doing our Summer Game Fest live reaction, we will not be doing 20,000 films this week, so there will not be a new episode. So just hang tight. You know what I mean? You can wait one more week, okay? Give me and DG a goddamn break. Give us a break. Cut us some fucking slack. All right.
What do you mean gives you guys a break? You guys are going to be there for Summer Games Fest.
I mean,
Who said I was going to be there?
saying,
Who
like-
said I was gonna be there?
yeah, exactly. Like they say,
Fair enough.
Xander, we are the youth of the nation.
Moving on to the main segment of tonight's topic. We are continuing our tier list of Disney animated films. This is officially part 2. We left off last week at Lilo and Stitch. Producer man, the herald of the list. Would you like to go ahead and give us a quick rundown as to what we have on our list thus far?
Oh my goodness, and I thought you would never ask. For our audio listeners here, on our D tier, we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Lady and the Tramp, The Sword and the Stone, The Rescuers, Down Under, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Dinosaur. For C tier, we have Dumbo, Sleeping Beauty, Aristocats, Robin Hood, The Fox and the Hound, and Pocahontas. B tier was Pinocchio, Bambi, and 101 Dalmatians. A tier was Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, and The Little Mermaid. And then S tier was Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and Tarzan. And then the ever so delightful S plus tier, the king of the kings. We had The Lion King, Hercules, Mulan, The Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and lastly, Lilo and Stitch. And we
Thank you,
are
sir.
kicking things back off with Treasure Planet, Xander.
Yes, sir. Treasure Planet. Okay, so from what we've seen last week, we are going to always start this with our youngest one here and ask, have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
And
Thank you.
let me run through the rules real quick. So I also do want to reiterate too, if a majority of us have not seen it, but one of us has seen it and feels strongly enough to, provide some sort of pitch to get it on the tier list, we will listen to that as well. But okay, so DJ, you have not seen Treasure Planet.
No.
Ernell, Treasure Planet, go.
Goddamn, what a movie. Goddamn, what a movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's necessarily perfect, but for what it lacks, it makes up for in outstanding animation. Yeah, honestly, I think the animation in Treasure Planet might arguably be better than the animation in Atlantis. They oh god, they figured something out with the way that like the textures move and like the objects move and this like really cool like 2.5D sort of planar action of like how they were doing things. Dude, it fucking rocks. That movie was so fucking cool as a little boy that like really loved pirate shit, dude. It was so sick, man. I would say I want to put this in S.
Okay.
What about you? What are you thinking?
So for me, I would have to say, so much like how like you mentioned Beauty and the Beast was kind of like your awakening. I'm pretty sure Treasure Planet was like slightly my like the beginning of questioning my sexuality.
Yeah.
Xander
saw the space
character. That was the
aliens,
first
DJ,
time I saw. That was the first time I saw like the shaved head look with like the cropped like the fucking like mini ponytail. I was like, oh
Yeah.
damn, he looked good. He
Yeah.
looked fucking good.
Yeah.
But no, I get what you're saying with the animation, because there's something about the animation style with that movie that I have not seen in any other Disney movie since. And like after doing this tier list with you guys, I actually want to kind of like dive a little bit deeper into both at the who was in charge of animation for Atlantis and for Treasure Planet, because like why haven't we seen more animation like that? Because it was just absolutely mind-boggling just to see. But also from like just like an overall story standpoint, I remember just being absolutely floored by this movie front to back, and I just couldn't get enough of it. So me personally, I'm gonna put it at an S plus.
Oh,
because this was like probably one of my favorite movies for the longest fucking times. And it very much, I feel like it has deep roots in establishing my sense of humor as a person, and just like everything about it. Like I think in a way I kind of made it part of my personality.
sure.
In a
Fair
sense.
enough, man.
So
Fair
I
enough.
would argue that is S plus material personally.
All right, man. I dig it. I dig it, brother.
All right, so that.
Yeah, that put us at S plus because we round up from there.
Yeah, we round up. All right, next up we have I actually watched this relatively recently. We have Brother Bear.
DJ, are you stamping this one?
I've not seen this.
Damn.
Not seen it.
Damn.
Garrick, we need you.
That's okay, man. That's okay.
We need the other Disney adult.
I think that Brother Bear is fine. It was good, and I felt that it was very heartfelt, and it was a very good way for them to capitalize on how good they were like animating animals at the time. Um, but I also don't think that the story had enough going on to like really have it compete against some of the other titles that they've had. So for me, Brother Bear is gonna land at a B. I think it was fine.
Okay.
It served its place and what it was wanting to do, but what it wanted to do just wasn't quite enough to be a headlining Disney movie.
Yeah. No, I agree wholeheartedly. And I think as I got older, I if I remember correctly, I remember like looking back at the movie and looking at the overall like plot, and there were like a lot of like very obvious plot holes. I was just like,
Yeah,
it should
yeah,
that wouldn't work out that way. I mean, I'm granted, like obviously, like a human turning into a bear, like that would never happen. But there are like other like just common sense things that were just like, that just doesn't sound right. So yeah, but so ultimately, I agree with every single point you made. Yeah, I would say B, 100%.
sweet, okay, cool, dude.
Let's see what do we got next here.
Have Home on the Range.
I barely remember this one personally. DJ,
Yeah.
have you seen this one?
I have no idea what the hell this movie is, man.
Dude, I
Okay.
know of it. I think I maybe watched it once and then like didn't even finish it. To be honest, like
Okay,
I
so
don't
are-
I don't
did we-
remember watching this full movie in any capacity.
Okay. Do we want to just go ahead and just chalk that to not seen?
I would think that's a safe bet. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you have it on your list, but on my end, I have like a little not seen section, so I've just been dragging them to that one.
Oh yeah, no,
Let's see
I
here.
did not do that. I've just been kind of keeping it in place, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fine. That's fine.
Next up, we have Chicken Little. DJ, have you seen Chicken Little?
Yes, Chicken Little.
Fucking
Ooh,
sweet. I need to hear
okay.
DJ's thoughts on Chicken Little.
Let's
dog.
go. Yeah.
I think Chicken Little is it's a great movie. It's a great movie. Great moments, really funny. Like you wouldn't expect to laugh so hard at some of the stuff in this film. But it's genuinely a fun movie. I don't know if this goes into the S or S plus tier. I think this is a good A for sure. Very memorable, some cool
Okay.
stuff. But I don't think it's like over the top. Like we need you need to watch this film. You know.
Okay.
All right, so I'll start us
All
out
right.
in
So
an
we
A.
got an A from
Dude,
yeah, we got an A from DJ.
I think DJ like hit the nail on the head. To be honest, I feel like Chicken Little is good, and it's one of those movies that like everybody knows but like doesn't remember until they do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Chicken Little is an A. That sounds about right. Like because it's like fun and it's like cool for what it does, but like it's not changing the playing field or anything like that. But like it was cool for what like at the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's cutesy, it's heartfelt. Yeah, I think an A. I'd do an A too.
Okay. Okay. I personally, so this came out during the era of Disney movies where I was kind of just not watching Disney movies. Like there is a section of my life where I just like I didn't there wasn't anything about it that really interested me. I just didn't have a reason to watch them. So I kind of just like meh. So I will take your guys' word for it and say A for Chicken Little.
All right. I like it.
Next up we have Disney's Meet the Robinsons. This is another one that falls into that category of the era that I didn't necessarily watch, so I'm going to leave this to you guys. The only thing though is I do recall the clip of the pet T-Rex where he says, "I got a big head and little arms."
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That,
yeah.
like I do recall that. But DJ, Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah, this is something I've seen. I think this is like this movie's iconic, dude. I feel like everyone's got to see this one.
Whoa.
If you haven't,
Okay.
Oh.
I think Meeting Robinsons is an all timer. I think it's an all timer. I don't think to what we had in S plus tier, I don't think it reaches that, but it's definitely
Okay.
S tier movie.
Okay.
And
that's-
Goob is Goob's face has been so like memeable.
yeah.
for a lot
Yeah,
of
it
this
is.
stuff.
Yeah, it is.
So I think it has staying power as like a great film. I think it's really sick.
I don't know if I'm as enthusiastic about it as DJ is, but I do remember like specifically laughing a lot to this movie because it's like humor is like very quirky and very dad humor, if you will, in like a very tasteful way. And I think that like the adventure of that movie was generally just like really fun for like what they were trying to like do with that movie. They did a good job of making something that honestly could have been very slept on because I don't think they marketed that movie very well. I would not be surprised if like there's a lot of people, but it's another one of those ones of like everybody kind of knows it but like doesn't really know it off the top of their head, you know what I mean? I would give it an A.
Okay.
But that would put it at an S for us with rounding up.
Yeah, so this still has it in an S. I mean, based on from what I have personally seen from the movie and how you guys are describing it, I think it's still definitely is worthy of an S in that sense because it kind of meets the criteria that we've already set by their predecessors in the S category. So yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because
That
when I
makes
look at
sense.
like the other movies that we have in A, I do like it more than Alice in Wonderland and Cinderella and a Little Mermaid. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I do like it a little bit more.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see that.
So I'm happy with it. I shall concede.
Nice. So we have an S tier rating for Meet the Robinsons. Up next, we have Disney's Bolt.
DJ,
And Bolt. Have you seen Bolt?
Yep, seen Bolt.
stamp that bad boy. All right, DJ, how's Bolt?
All right.
Feel like this is a very underrated film.
Mm-hmm.
Very underrated.
Okay.
But I think it's
Not in this household.
also an all timer. You gotta put it S tier.
Oh,
S tier.
Oh.
All timer.
okay.
Because I think this is like once like they hit a run here with the the movies that we're naming off right now. It's like bangers. These are bangers. So it's hard to rate for me because it's like they're all pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's why I put Meet the Robinsons in this one in S tier and like Chicken Little at A because I think both Meet the Robinsons and Bolt are a little bit more profound in terms of like the themes they touch on. Bolt especially, dude, tears at your heartstrings, man. In certain moments, but also like fills you with a lot of like determination and good feeling. So, yeah, no, Bolt's an S tier.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh man. Dude, this is where things start to kind of get a little bit weird for me because I like Bolt about twice as much as I like Meet the Robinsons, but I also don't necessarily think Bolt is an S plus. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah,
I would
There's a
say
lot of
that.
different
Yeah,
takes
S
here.
tier.
because
in
like
this area of the
if you think of 100% DJ. If you think about like Bolt compared to the likes of Mulan, no fucking shot, right? No fucking way.
No.
Especially in terms of like boisterous, like memorable, big time Disney hits. Bolt doesn't even touch Mulan. I'd almost argue that Bolt doesn't even touch Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast in that way. But I also personally think that Bolt's story is better than both of those movies. So it's like it's hard for me. I think
Well, the way I think maybe it makes it a little bit easier. If you look at the S tier, it's just like with everything in life, it's a spectrum. You know, it is an S tier, but it's a little bit lower on the S tier versus like
Sure.
say like some of the other ones where you're saying is a little bit higher on the S tier.
Would you like an S minus? No, I'm just kidding. I get it. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna fucking do that.
No, let's not get too carried away here.
Yeah, man. I guess I'm okay with an S. I think that Bolt is definitely better than Chicken Little, and Chicken Little's pretty damn good, right? So it's like I think I'm happy with an S. Bolt's really fucking good. It's got some great characters in that movie. That fucking hamster. What was his name? Like Rex or some shit like that.
I can't fucking remember.
I can't remember either.
It was some like badass name, like like he had a like lieutenant or some shit like that. I don't know, but that hamster is like so good. He like makes
Rhino.
Rhino. That's what it was. Yeah, his name's Rhino, dude. He was so good in this fucking movie, man, and like he honestly made the fucking movie for me. And I love when Disney does really good side characters, because it like makes the main character even better, right? Like Emperor's New Groove was that way, like having like all those side characters be just as good as him in terms of like being a memorable, like funny, goofy character. I love that shit. Okay. So yeah, I'm cool with Bolt being an S. That sounds fair to me. What about you, Xander?
Okay. So I was actually ready to give this just like a solid just A, because I was so sick and tired of watching this movie because Lydia was obsessed with this shit. It was because so anyone who hasn't had kids yet, when you do, when at certain ages, especially the younger ages, they have a tendency to latch onto something and then want to watch it over and over and over and over and over
Can't stand
and
that
over. Producer, and insert the 3 years later right there, and over and over and over again until it's just so ingrained in your brain that you're quoting the movie while doing dishes and you don't even hear the movie. That's just one partial bias to the movie. However, it is an enjoyable movie ultimately. If I can look past the fact that I had to sit through it multiple times, it's not bad. It's not a terrible film. Like, it actually has a decent.
You lived to tell the tale, brother. It must have been at least okay. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, it's like, I mean, I could have been sitting there watching Dinosaur over and over and over, you know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
yeah, there's worse things to watch. So I will concede and take your guys's ranking for this one. So Bolt will be at an S tier. Next up, we have Princess and the Frog. DJ,
stamp
have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen this one.
Sweet.
Right. I would hope so.
Now this one, this is a legendary one. This one is S plus. This one is S plus.
Okay.
It's so good. The characters are so well written. The dialogue is sick. Like, it's such a cool cast of characters. This is more than all timer. This is a legendary film. Legendary. And I think it belongs in the top echelon of the other films that we have up in S plus. So
okay.
All
right, big dog.
Ernell.
I wholeheartedly disagree. And I hate that, dude. I hate it. And there's only one reason why. It
better be a good fucking reason, dude. I'm actually kind of pissed. It really better be a good reason. Because out of all the shit that I haven't seen on this fucking list, this one I have seen, and I think it's the best one out of everything that's on this list.
Whoa!
You're telling me it doesn't make S plus? Give me the reason. Please.
Let me start with this. Okay, I would put
no. Give me the reason.
I would put this at an S. Because I feel that our princess in this movie was unfortunately written in a way that keeps her from being as compelling of a character as some of the other princesses that we had.
So you hate interracial couples. I get it.
No,
That's what
I'm in it. I'm in an
That's what you're
interracial
saying.
couple, brother. Really?
But what I don't
think-
understand. I don't understand where
I think
I don't know what you mean.
I think that like because it's to no fault of the movie itself. I feel like the writers held her back, and I can't stand it, dude. Like I watched the movie and I'm like, dude, like her story is good. Her like the setup for everything, why she's doing what she's doing is phenomenal. Like that's a good, like on paper, it's good, but they don't execute it well. And it bums me out because this is our first like Black Disney princess, and it felt like they just didn't like they didn't serve her correctly in this movie. Her story should have been fucking amazing, but I just don't feel like they
How
gave
so?
her an interesting enough characteristics as the main character to make her as like bombacious
what are
as
you
the rest of
looking
characters.
for? Because like I feel like we're watching two different movies. Because I think she's awesome. I don't think you need to change anything else.
I don't think that she's the part that's not awesome. I think that what they gave her to do in the movie was not as awesome. You know what I mean? It's we have like all these other stories here as far as the other Disney movies are concerned, where we have these crazy grand adventures of like a woman like sneaking into like the military to like disguise as a man, like we have this girl with an alien pet, I feel like they kept her story too tame, and I wanted something more bolsterous.
So getting turned into a frog
Uh-huh.
with someone you don't like initially, and being forced into the bayou to befriend a crocodile and a fucking firefly is not and to face a voodoo magic wielder voiced by Keith. You're telling me that's not enough? You're telling me that's being tame?
I know
me
it
that's
sounds
being
crazy.
tame?
I know
a
it sounds
firefly
crazy.
that speaks
DJ.
Cajun French, a
I
crocodile
know,
that plays
dude.
a fucking trombone, or a fucking trumpet.
I know, brother. I
And
know.
you're saying that's not enough? What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't understand.
Ernell,
I feel like
I'm gonna
she
step in
deserved more,
as
man.
the
She
host.
What do you
deserved
mean?
more.
What more does
Like-
she need? She has great
as the host,
dynamics
I'm
with
gonna step in here
the cast.
because
Like, I
we
don't
do
get it.
have quite a few movies to go through. I'm gonna say,
I don't get
Ernell, you
this.
lost this one.
Sure,
DJ,
sure. I'll take it.
DJ,
This
you
is
get
S plus.
this.
I don't
This is an
care,
S plus.
man. This is S plus. I don't give a fuck what Ernell says, bro. I don't give a fuck what
Yeah,
Ernell
well,
says.
considering
S plus.
I after what you've said, DJ, I will go out of my way to watch this because I have not actually watched this myself.
You're out of your mind. I feel like I'm more mad at
This is-
you than him. At least he's watched it. You, on the other hand, have
was
not
on
seen
your
this.
side.
This is iconic.
This is okay.
Man,
That's
DJ,
like
tell him, bro. Tell him,
if I came in here and I said I never watched The Lion King, would you guys be hurt? Would you be hurt?
A little bit.
Would you be hurt?
A little bit.
A li-
Yeah.
No.
If I never seen
No, I
Aladdin,
would.
if I said I
Don't
never
lie.
seen Aladdin,
Given your age,
Don't lie, Xander.
given your age,
if I seen
no, I
Aladdin,
wouldn't be
or
hurt.
like, what do you mean?
I'd be a
Like
little
that's
hurt.
like, but it's an iconic film. Like I'm saying, like this is it for me. Like whenever you guys are like, oh man, you never seen it, like you never seen Lord of the Rings. Like this is one of the movies where I'm like, there's no way you have not seen it.
All right.
There's no way you can't.
I'm okay.
Like this movie's
I'm so,
iconic.
but what I'm
Great
saying
music,
is after
great dialogue,
The music is
great
good.
writing.
The music is very good.
good story.
well, that's what I'm
Great
saying. Like
princess.
after your pitch here, like I am actually wanting to watch this now. Because like I said, this did come out during the era of Disney movies that I didn't have any need or want to
You go watch that,
any
and
Disney
then
movies.
after you tell Ernell how much of a fucking idiot he is.
Let me, okay, hold on. Let me.
This guy is just wrong.
Funny because he's fighting because you initially said S tier, not S plus, but he's attacking you as if you said it's.
Yeah,
he's been even about it, dude. He really honestly feels this should be an S plus, dude. Yeah,
this means a lot to me, man, because this movie is fucking
fighting
sick.
for
you know what,
point.
DJ, to tell you what, because I haven't seen this movie since I saw it in theaters on release date. I will rewatch it for you and give you my new consensus with new
it's like
eyes.
the baseline for South of Midnight too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, 100%. South of Midnight is definitely inspired by this movie. I will give you my fresh eyes, my fresh critical eyes.
Okay.
And I will spend the time watching it. I will. I promise you.
It's actually good to know because I actually just recently started South by Midnight.
Good game.
Around my
Excellent game, actually.
So far so good. I am just a little concerned because during the first little bit there during the hurricane, there's that big something or other.
Yeah. I don't know if there's an anti that mode. I don't know.
I literally texted Garrick when I was playing it. I'm like, I was like, I'm sorry, what the fuck was that? And like nonchalantly, he just like said the character's name or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, that's so and so. And I was like, no, bitch. We don't just fucking gloss past that. What the fuck is that? He's like, I would tell you, but it's spoilers.
She's the only one, but like at the same time, she's pretty big.
Yeah. Also, to be fair, too, she doesn't really look like the Thing. She just moves like the Thing, which one could argue might be worse.
I mean, it's the same thing. I feel like, you know, any aspect of that, I think you just can't.
Yeah, I just got to the catfish, so that's where I'm at.
You're so way early. You're so way early. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we got Princess and the Frog up at S plus, as per DJ's wishes.
Yes.
Ernell, could you go ahead and take this next one? I gotta take this hoodie off. It is hot.
I got you.
But go ahead and take the reins out of here.
DJ, next up is Tangled. Do we have your stamp on that one?
Yeah, I've seen Tangled.
All right, where are you putting Tangled at, man?
Dude, I don't know, cause man, this film. Because let me see, when did Tangle release? Like,
that's a good question.
2010. So we're just beginning the throes of the internet and social media as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, for good and for worse, I think this movie people have an irrational obsession with this movie in certain ways. I think this is like peak, like we're starting Tumblr era.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of the Tumblr girlies just absolutely love Rapunzel and what's his fucking face? Flynn, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I bet so many Wattpad and AO3 stories like came out for those two. So, you know, it peaked Tumblr era, you know what I'm saying? So I think I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's an A. I'm gonna be real. It's an A. I don't remember much about this story. I just know that I just recognize the characters. The characters are recognizable, at least.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we got an A from DJ Ernell.
This is an S plus movie, dude. No, just kidding. DJ would have beat my ass. Dude, he would have beat my ass.
No. I mean, like, if it's S plus to you, I was being like, okay, that's fine. But like,
Ernell got a taste of adversity with that last one.
No, dude, because like some real shit though. DJ is spot fucking on. Tangled got all the hype that Princess and the Frog should have. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Like Tangled, honestly, I would even argue is a B. To be real with you, like
I would concede to B.
We already know the story of Rapunzel. Like, I don't understand like why, like, having it come to life in this Disney movie was like so effective for people. Like, because DJ's fucking so real for this, dude. Like, the internet still to this day, I see people like post up quick gifs and shit from like that shot on the boat and like them like looking at each other and whatnot. I'm just like, Disney did that like 32 times prior to this fucking movie, and every single time it was better. Like the boat scene in Little Mermaid alone trumps everything Tangled does in its entirety. So I don't know why people are so obsessed with Tangled, to be honest with you.
And you realize like all those, I think all those gifts that you see, it's when in Rapunzel Tangled, it's when she still had her hair.
Yeah.
I've rarely seen any gifs of when like she had her hair cut. Remember, she cut her hair.
Yeah.
I've not seen that.
Yeah.
It's literally, I genuinely believe it's because, white women and blonde, specifically blonde white women, just attach themselves to this character.
And they are the internet. You know what I mean? Like
fake relationship with like this like Flynn, who they I mean, I get that you find him
voiced
attractive
by an asshole, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
and
so-
at the same time, this is like the phrase like tall, dark, and handsome, like that refers to this guy.
Yeah, that's me.
Like a little bit. But people like that applies to this guy, but like it's used in that way, like which is so weird because I grew up, I thought tall, dark, and handsome meant like dark meant like, oh, he's like black or like darker skin.
Right. That's what I always thought too. And then
but like this is what they mean. The Flynn Rider is what they mean by tall, dark, or Bruce Wayne. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah,
like that,
they didn't
that's
mean
what they
dark
meant,
as in
dude.
skin color. They meant dark as in brooding.
Yeah, I thought they were talking about that one dude who was like in a couple of like black comedy movies, and he was like bald and had like beautiful ass dark skin. I thought that's who they were talking about.
Flynn is Flynn, but
I know
not to say like
you're talking about too.
Yeah, but Flynn isn't like brooding in this movie. It's just like the way he looks sometimes. Like in
that's
these
it,
gifts,
dude.
like,
Yeah,
they make him look like he's a little bit. But
so DJ, if I could to just try to see if I can like pull you on this here, do you really like in your bones when you think about it? Do you feel like Tangled is as good as Chicken Little? Be real with me right now, bro.
Hell no, absolutely
right.
Not.
You know what I'm saying?
The B, dude.
You know what I'm saying? like that.
Chicken Little's more iconic, man.
I'm saying, dude. Like,
I can't quote Tangled. I genuinely can't quote Tangled. I don't even know what they say.
I don't know a single fucking line. At least Ron Perlman is it. I know the crazy stepmom. I don't know any other bullshit about Tangled. Yes, Xander.
Okay, so I found out his name. Also, apologies to my FBI agent. I'm sorry that I looked up sexiest black men in Hollywood. But
he's not mad. He's not mad. he gets it.
Number 26 on IMDb. Taye Diggs. Taye Diggs is the man,
baby. Taye Diggs.
Yes,
that was the definition of tall, dark, and handsome, dude. Taye fucking Diggs,
exactly, dude. I knew exactly who you were talking about, dude, because he was the one that came to my mind too. But sexy black men out of the way. No, Tangled. You guys hit all the points. I don't need to rehash it. So it is where it is.
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Next, we have the Winnie the Pooh movie.
My God. So my brain, the way my brain was wired, I was genuinely in a certain era of Disney, and then we go all the way back to Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
So now I'm like trying to like recollect
reframe it. But yeah, no, this movie,
because I can't.
This movie did come out around this time, dude. Yeah, like because they redid the animation and like changed up like the artwork, like they moved more fluid. Yeah.
But was it still the original like story?
Kind of. If I remember correctly, something happens with Christopher Robin, and the gang has to go save him.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, like that, like that's
2011.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
DJ,
think I saw this one in 2011.
Do you stamp this one?
I have not seen this one actually.
Okay.
I think I've kind of seen it, but I don't think I've seen this film in its entirety.
Sure. Christopher Robin abandons them for college. Pooh and Piglet embark on a. No, not kidding. That was Blood and Honey. Let's see. They are looking for Eeyore's missing tail. And rescue Christopher Robin from an unknown monster called the Back Sun.
I don't know if I remember this at all.
Now, here's the thing. I remember loving this movie when I saw it, but I, at this current day, hardly remember anything about it. So I don't feel right putting it on a list myself.
Okay. All right. So let's just chalk that up to not seen.
Sweet.
Next up, we have Disney's Wreck-It Ralph. DJ, have you seen this?
Yes, I've seen records.
Sweet ass.
Are
man.
we entering the? Are we enter? I'm just looking at this list. Are we entering an era of Disney movies where, for the most part, you've seen them? Because I feel like.
I feel like I have, yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
Most
Okay.
of us.
So I think I'm just gonna start with DJ just for safety reasons, but also I'm gonna refrain from asking, have you seen it every single time?
Yeah, we're pretty good now.
DJ, Wreck-It Ralph. Let's go.
Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. I feel different things about this film.
Mm.
I like this film because it references video games.
Yep.
But it references video games in like a very like mostly in a classic sense, like how
The retro,
yeah, retro and stuff like that. With it clashes with the new a little bit. Even though I like this, the plot of this feels so Disney. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Like you can feel
Yep.
the Disney in this plot.
Yeah.
Like in the dialogue. It feels like it. Like every beat, all the set pieces and leading into the certain story moments. You're like, yeah, this is a Disney movie. But it's not. It's good. It's pretty good still being that. I think it's an A for me.
Okay.
But I want to hear what you guys think. I feel like you guys would put this at S, and I wouldn't mind it being
Okay.
there.
Sure.
Okay, so we have an A rating from DJ for Wreck-It Ralph. Moving on to Ernell. Ernell, what do you think about Wreck-It Ralph?
I feel very similar about it. I think the movie was cool from like a personal standpoint, because obviously like the video game side of it was like cool to see on screen. I don't think that they gave this movie enough of a cool story to like deliver on how much cool shit is happening in it. You know what I mean? Like the story is very Disney. And honestly, like the little girl kind of in like the
Vanellope.
weirdest way is a better character than Ralph himself. And he's the main
Yes.
character of the movie. Like he feels very uninteresting in a film that is about him.
Right.
But like the things that happen in the movie are like cool, and I appreciate them for what it is, but his character just seems very very dry for me. So I will also put this at an A. I think an A fits Wreck-It Ralph perfectly.
Like
Okay.
you're more interested in like Fix-It-Felix and like Vanellope.
Yeah,
Sweets.
Yeah.
way more.
Like-
More.
Like, dude, and also Short King, stand the fuck up. Fix-It-Felix and Sergeant Calhoun.
Mhm.
You know, we first on screen.
That's
Short
right, baby.
King, tall woman,
That's right,
tall
baby.
queen,
Love it.
dynamic. Love to
Love it.
fucking see it.
That's
Love
right.
to see
Yeah,
it.
we do love that. We do love that.
We do love that.
I would have to agree with you guys for the most part. I would say based on our list, I think it's on the upper echelon of A tier.
Okay.
I would argue it's reaching S tier because I actually like it a little bit better than say Bolt, but again, there's a little bit of a bias there because I've seen Bolt so many goddamn times.
Sure. Right. Right.
And I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph that many times, but I do remember when Lydia would watch Wreck-It Ralph, and that's the main reason why I've seen a lot of these movies is because Lydia would be like, "Oh, let's watch this." I'm like, "Okay, sure." But I actually do enjoy a lot of the references that they make because it shows that they kind of did do their due diligence because, oh, hey, we're making a video game movie. Let's make some relevant video game references. And there were some video game references where I was like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that they would actually, because like even in Calhoun's game, there are like some subtle references to kind of like Doom and like Halo and stuff like that in a way, which I thought was pretty cool. But I do like the idea of and this is, I've said this about John C. Reilly. It's funny because it's John C. Reilly. Because John C. Reilly was the person that kind of kickstarted this synapse in my brain where I just absolutely love it when they flip the script. I love it when actors who are traditionally pigeonholed in a role break out of that role and do something completely different.
Yeah, for sure.
I like how I love the idea of taking the villain and being like, they're not actually a bad guy, that in like kind of like, you know, shedding light on that and being like, listen, we're just playing a part. I did really enjoy that kind of like aspect and kind of like, you know, peeling back the layers, so to speak. But I do agree that the overall plot device that they used was very, you know, cookie cutter Disney. I think again, like you guys said, Vanellope was a much more, and arguably Vanellope was the main character of this, given how her story unfolds throughout the whole thing. I will say, the main villain, I was not expecting to see body horror in a Disney animated film. That shit was fucking weird. I was like, oh, don't like that.
I honestly feel like, Xander, that you and I liked it close enough to an S because we're parents. Like I see that there's like a cognitive bias there because like Penelope is the daughter figure of Ralph in this movie. Yeah. And I can see where we were like, oh, that's fucking cute. Like everything she did was fucking adorable. And I'm trying to compartmentalize that to say she was just a really good character and Ralph was very much just not.
No, yeah, and that's where I 100% agree. Like it's like ultimately I had a good time watching this, but like they could have done so much more with it and they just didn't. So I wholeheartedly agree that this is deserving of an A and probably no more than that.
Yes, sir. All right. We are now
moving right along.
Oh man, we got a challenger, boys. We got a challenger.
This
here.
One right here. This is arguably this could make or break our channel.
It might, dude.
How we go?
It might, dude.
DJ, have you seen Frozen? I'm gonna ask you just because.
Kind of in a Discord call, with like the volume like semi low, and I was playing another game at the same time.
Gotcha.
So
all right, and there you have it, folks. This has been the last episode of
the but from what I watched, I've watched bits and pieces because like it was such a sensation. Like it was playing everywhere, dude. Like I swear to God,
right.
like I would go to my parents' friend's house and like their kid, they have their like little infant child watching Frozen or some shit or toddler, and I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm watching it because you know I'm just keeping an eye on the kids. I'm like, okay. I don't know why.
Let it go.
I dislike it because I don't know. I genuinely don't know why I dislike it. It just I think the whole meme behind it just made it a sour experience for me.
Where are you putting it?
Fair enough. So yeah, what's your ranking for it?
I'd say B, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
B. Okay.
It's a B movie.
Okay.
This is a B rate for me.
Okay. Ernell, have you seen Frozen? And what is your ranking for it?
C. C, Xander.
C?
To answer your fucking question, I almost cannot fucking stand this movie. I don't fucking get it, dude. I don't get
I
it.
don't, dude.
I don't understand, bro. All the little girls that love this fucking. I don't understand it, bro. I've watched this movie a gazillion goddamn times because I
Why
have
is
a
the
daughter.
sister just stupid? Like,
Why is she just dumb, dude?
Why is she just dumb as hell?
Why do
bro?
all the side characters in this movie fucking suck? They all suck. They're so boring,
Besides
dude.
Olaf, and like Olaf is just semi like less annoying, but like he's just a little
Dude,
bit funny. Like I think if I watched this like a comedy, I think I would laugh.
Dude, me too. It would be so much better as a fucking comedy, dude. And like Olaf is just so fucking lame. The fucking reindeer is lame. The love interest is fucking lame. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Like, is it because it's like a pretty blonde girl and like the one song is super fucking catchy? Is that what it is? Like, because I watch this and I feel like I'm peeling my fucking eyes out because it is so aggressively just fine. Like, I don't understand what the weird renaissance was about this fucking film, boys. I don't get
like
it,
a cultural zeitgeist type of movie, dude. Swear to God.
like-
And I thank the Lord every day, bro. Like the past few years, I haven't heard a lick about this film. I haven't heard shit.
God, fucking
I
Christ,
haven't heard
man.
nothing.
Yeah,
heard
B,
anything about
and that
this.
honestly is being a little bit fucking gracious, but yeah,
I like
B.
just cause of the impact, I have to put it at B. But I wouldn't mind a C either.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause I personally feel it's a C, but like.
Like somebody likes it. A lot of
So
people
like
like
some
this,
a lot of
yeah.
people fucking liked it. So it's like I'm trying not to ignore that at the same time. I just can't understand it. I just can't for the life of me fucking grasp why it is that they fucking
Take a little
like
way
it.
better
dude.
than this, bro.
Take a little
way
fucking better than this garbage ass movie, bro. Fuck Frozen, dude. Fuck
Xander's
Frozen.
looking at us like he's about to drop the truth nuke. he's about to drop the biggest truth.
I'm letting you guys. I'm letting you guys cook.
He's about to drop a truth nuke. Don't worry.
Yeah,
worry.
dude. No, I give it a C personally, but we'll
Our
see
last
what
names
Xander
are
gives
me
it.
and Erlo's last names are
B.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki and T minus 10.
So we got a C from
Nine.
Ernell. We got a B from DJ.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
I personally would say this is an A. I think this is an A because I personally like this better than anything we have in B tier, and I actually like it arguably better than some of the stuff that we have in A tier. There is something about primarily Kristoff. Kristoff is Anna's love interest in the movie that I resonate with personally because he is
Ernell took
the
his
voice of
headphones out.
reason. That's fine. That's fine. He's not hosting. This is my fucking show. He can go ahead and sign off if he wants. Kristoff, there's something about Kristoff that kind of like levels it out for me because he kind of says the shit that like the dude is thinking the entire time. Like
Yeah, no, Kristoff,
the
he's
whole-
like, wait, so you just met him like that day? You got
yeah, like he
married?
he is the voice of reason, and I appreciate it for that. So it's one of those things where it's kind of self-aware in that regard. But I do agree with you guys in the sense that there's just something about the overall story that is lacking. Like there is something to be said about the idea of like, and the reason I'm saying this is because Lydia has watched this one a lot. Actually, she watches Frozen 2 a lot more. But we've watched the first one enough to where it's like it's still ingrained in my brain to where it's like I get the idea of like having like this superpowered individual that was kept under wraps for a long period of time and then brought out of nowhere. And it's just like there's just something about it where it's like I can't help but think like you still have this one living family member that you can cling to because you've been kept under wraps for so long. You could still cling to them and just talk it out.
Yeah.
These characters are old enough to be at a point where they should understand like just talking it out, and like it shouldn't have gotten that bad.
And I wanted to say, and you know, just to further the point of like why people like this movie, we're all three of us in here. We're men, and a lot of people who enjoy this are primarily women, little girls, women. So maybe there is something that we don't understand coming
Mhm.
being raised as men, about sisterhood and having a sister to rely on,
Yeah.
in that way. So maybe I saw so many posts at that time saying like, oh, like this is this I connect with this, and they're like dynamic or whatever. Or no.
Yeah, and there are very strong, especially like because like my daughter is an only child, and she's still to this day asks us for a sibling. They're like, I think this has a strong message in terms of sisterhood. Or no,
I was actually raised by wolves, and wolves don't concern themselves with the
Okay.
opinions of sheep.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
So
what's
Xander,
the next
you,
movie?
so
So
Xander,
wait. So what's the word?
you gave it
rated
an
it
A, right, Xander?
So do we
yeah,
balance it out
I
to
gave
like
it an A because there's
a
there's
B?
a quality to it that is very self aware.
Gotcha.
Through the character of Kristoff.
Gotcha.
Kristoff is
Gotcha.
is the one that points out a lot of like the glaring
Like you met that guy
issues
that day and you
with the
married
overall movie.
him?
But
So
yeah,
that would
no, I
average
gave
out
it
to
an
a
A.
B then. Yeah, that would average out to a B. So
Yeah.
DJ hit it on the head, I guess.
Yep.
B.
Ooh, next up we have Big Hero 6.
Mm-hmm.
I personally
Big
have some strong
Hero
feelings about
6.
this movie, but I'm gonna go ahead and let DJ and Ernell go first. DJ, have you seen it, and what do you think of it?
Bro, I've only seen this movie through TikTok clips and not even in its
Ooh.
full entirety. I think I have seen it, but I don't remember. I saw it one time and I have not
No,
remembered
this
it.
is Marvel. This is fucking. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
And I think I watched the Baymax show more than this film.
Mm. Now, was that just because
Because
you just so happen to like?
I thought
line up and
I don't
discover-
even know. It was just on TV, dude. And I was just watching it. I was like, okay.
Well, I mean, in terms of
I
you
didn't even
never
know.
having had.
Until like 2-3 years, I didn't even know this was a movie. I just
Oh.
saw Baymax and I thought it was like, oh, are they just like why are they clinging on to this guy so much? I genuinely didn't know this was a movie.
Okay, fair enough, man.
I was like, I remember vividly seeing people like thirst over the Big Brother, and he died, and so I was like, oh, like okay, I get it, but like
Tadashi.
yeah, that's it. But that's it. I genuinely and Baymax, they're like, oh Baymax, and then Tadashi, I want to fuck him, and then that's it. that genuinely, that was genuinely speaking.
Yeah, you didn't know. You're not wrong. You're not
never
wrong.
knew
That
this was a full
that
movie.
was the public consensus, dude.
Yeah.
So you probably
Well, actually,
don't.
you also forgot that most men were after Aunt Cass. But
Oh yeah, well yeah, Aunt Cass, I've seen a lot. I genuinely see her so
voiced
much
by
that
the
I
wonderful
forgot.
Maya Rudolph, by the way.
I see her so much outside of the film that I genuinely forgot that she was an actual character tied to a property.
Follow-up question: where have you seen her outside of the?
A lot of places, a lot of places.
Jesus.
I can't name. I wasn't
No.
actively looking, but
Where
I
have
see
you
her
seen
face
it?
all the time. I see her face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Okay,
Was
so,
it actively looking
so
for her? No,
based on what you've seen, I'm not gonna ask where or how. What would what would you rank Big
I
Hero
think
6?
this is, from what I've seen, it looks cool. I like the dynamic of the characters. I'd say it's like I think it's an A from what I've seen of this film. I think it's an A.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Ernell, Big Hero 6. Have you seen it, and what do you think of it?
DJ, listen. I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
I'll make you a deal.
So-
I will rewatch Princess and the Frog if you watch Big Hero 6, because this movie is absolutely at least an S. It's at least an S.
At the
dude.
least, you're saying
At the least,
it's an
brother.
S.
Like, I really want to give it an S plus. Out of personal preference, I think it doesn't quite combat against the likes of Hercules, But if we're talking about like the sliding scale thing that Xander is like talking about, like the lower end of S, like one could maybe argue that is just S, but like you know what I mean? Like I'm trying not to like, split hairs or anything. I'm going to put Big Hero 6 at an S, begrudgingly. This movie is so good for no fucking reason, dude. It has no business being this fucking good. Like we just have this big balloon dude who is just the cutest fucking thing on the planet, and all the characters are really
not even fucking comic book accurate. What at all?
Yeah, no, for sure.
They just made a creative decision to change it, and it works so fucking well.
It works incredibly well, dude. And like the side characters are like so well voice casted. So well voice casted. They really knocked it out of the park with this movie, dude. I loved every minute of this fucking movie. The older brother is wildly hot for like no goddamn reason. Don't know why they did that. The mom, even hotter, dude. Well, aunt, I guess you could say, right? Yeah, dude, this movie fucking rocks, man. It's just like so much fun. And it is like a Japanese superhero movie. And like that, and it's not really like Japanese, but it's like the world that they're in is very Japanese influenced in design. And I thought like having them do it that way made it feel like this like really cool cyberpunk, but not cyberpunk world of superheroes. And they did it very tastefully. I think that like everything about this movie is just tasteful, and they make a lot of really tasteful decisions, and it just has the sauce, dude. It just has the sauce, man. So yeah, I'm gonna put it on an S.
All right, so we got A from DJ, S from Ernell. Fuck all y'all. This is an S plus.
Yeah,
for damn
I knew that was
sure.
coming. I knew that was fucking
This
coming.
is probably one of my favorite Disney movies of all fucking time. And is that maybe because I'm also a Marvel fanboy? Probably, but I'm gonna go ahead with it. Fucking yeah, dude, this shit is such a good fucking movie. There's so much about it to love. I was a little concerned about the change to. So let me backtrack a little bit. So Big Hero 6 was actually one of the first, if not the only, Marvel Comics manga that they did. And there's actually some subtle ties to X-Men. Tadashi, the hot older brother, he is actually supposed to be Sunspot, or a variation of Sunspot that joins the X-Men at some point, which is why he died in a fire in a science fair. So there's I was really hoping for a Big Hero 6 sequel where they brought him back, but that's whatever. But no, it is, there's so much about it where it's just like, it was one of the first Disney movies I had seen in a long time that brought it back to like The Lion King, where like really tugs at your heartstrings with some very serious themes. Like he lost his older brother. You actually see the funeral, and he's going through that grief, he's going through that depression, and in doing so, he finds a way. He sees this last little piece of his older brother that is living in Baymax, which was created by his brother, and there's a part of him that's just kind of like annoyed by it because that's the grief that's just like, no, be sad, be fucking depressed. But then there's a little bit that's going on where it's just like, oh, you know what? Maybe let's just humor this thing and see where it leads. And then he ends up, in essence, fulfilling what his brother always wanted for him. And then there's like another pivotal moment at the end that literally had me sobbing as a grown adult. I was like, ah!
Yeah, man.
And I hadn't felt that way since like the first time I ever saw The Lion King. And the music choice and the voice cast, everything about it was just peak Disney, in my opinion. So yes, it is 100% a S plus from me. This is my Princess and the Frog for you, DJ. You need to fucking see this movie. Yes.
I don't.
yes,
I don't
S
like the
plus,
way the main
all the way.
character looks. That's all. I think that's what puts me off of this film.
That's fair.
I think
That's
he just
okay.
looks
Why?
annoying.
Because he looks like you.
No, he looks annoying as fuck, bro. That does not look like me, bro.
he
not
yeah,
look like me
I
at
don't
all.
I don't agree with Xander. I don't think he looks like that.
I'm
Like,
joking.
he his character design does look like he's a little shit though, and he kind of
he looks
is.
like a little
yeah.
shit, man.
He kind
like,
of
that's what
is,
he
to
looks
be
like.
honest.
Kind
Like,
of
he is a
is.
little bit of
He
shit.
kind of
Yeah,
is,
it
but
is,
like,
but that plays-
man,
that plays into his character. It is very much a character growth story. And I genuinely think that this is by far probably one of the best Disney movies that has been put out in last decade or
Xander was
so.
also a
So.
little shit. DJ, that's what it is. He was also a little shit.
Was all right. So
before we
DS
go,
or AS.
oh yeah, S will be the average. So DJ A,
Yes.
I did
S
S,
is
you
the
did S
average.
plus. So yeah, we'll do S.
Okay.
I think that so we're at an hour 15. I think
Yes.
that
We
there's
might have to do.
some of these that I think we could just burn a tier onto very fast and just like go in rotation really, really quick. There's some that I feel
Alright.
like will need like conversation, and we can kind of do it on a case by case basis, maybe. But I don't think that I don't think it would behoove us to do a part 3 of this. So let's pick the ones really quickly that we feel will need conversation. I think off the cuff, Rhea is the first one I think
Okay.
needs some conversation.
Okay.
DJ,
I think A Bug's Life.
not seen it.
Bug's Life. Okay, Bug's Life.
Mostly.
Um.
I don't have the list.
Oh, okay. Here, we'll just do one by one, right? So, let's just do it. We'll just run through the list, and if we're like, I want to talk about it, we'll put it at the end, and then we can kind of go from there.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
starting with Zootopia, then.
Okay.
It's an A, right? Zootopia.
Agree. A for sure.
That's an
Xander.
Yeah.
A. A to
yeah,
S.
We'll do A.
Yeah, well.
A leaning to
It's
S
definitely
for
on.
sure.
It's
yeah.
definitely the higher tier A.
Yeah, it's a higher
I
tier
would say
than
higher
A
tier
for
A.
sure. It's
Yeah.
higher tier.
Yeah, because it's better than Wreck-It Ralph. It probably sits even for me for Chicken Little.
Yeah.
Chicken Little's our benchmark, DJ.
Yeah. Chicken Little is the gatekeeper.
Yeah, exactly. Moana.
DJ.
I've not seen Moana.
Okay. Fair enough, man.
Wow. Ernell.
Yeah, dude. You guys might be fucking shocked by this. Moana is a B for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Moana's a B for me, dude.
What can I say except you're welcome?
You're a B. Dude, I know some people will be shocked with that because I'm an Islander and there was like tons of island representation in this, but the story is just not as good as Lilo and Stitch. It's just not. It's just not. Even with all the representation, it just doesn't hit it, dude. Xander.
Exactly.
I was actually gonna put Moana at an A. I like it better than anything else that's in the B tier.
Okay, fair enough, man.
I feel like
That's
by
fair.
that I think it's
That's
A,
fair.
but I don't.
Sweet, dude. Next, that will put it officially at an A for Moana. Next is Ralph 2.
Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph too.
Ralph breaks the internet. DJ.
Fuck, I think it gets dated. This movie gets dated so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is. I don't know if this is. Where do we have the first one?
First one is
The first one we have an A.
Yeah.
Low key, I think it's also an A, but it's a little less on the. A little less.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll start with an A then.
Ernell?
I don't think it's any better than a B, brother. I don't think it's any better than a B, to be honest.
I was gonna say B, but I was like, there's some. I remember a few cool, like little funny scenes, but
yeah,
maybe that
it
doesn't
just
save it. Maybe
I
that
just-
doesn't
I-
save it.
I just it feels wrong to say that it's as good as the first one because I just don't feel like it is.
That's what
And
I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah, man, like so
Yeah.
Can I change it to B? I feel like I can concede to B.
yeah, okay, fair enough, man,
B.
fair enough. Xander,
I'm gonna go with you guys because so my daughter has watched both of them and she regularly goes back to the first one only.
yeah,
She has never rewatched the second one. So
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say that Lydia's vote would be
for
B.
sure, for sure. All right, next is Frozen
What do we
2.
got
DJ.
I've not seen this one.
Okay,
I've not seen it.
okay.
Okay,
I heard it's
or
good
no?
though. I heard there's way better.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's gotten way more of an interesting thing going on with it. I still don't like it, but I'm gonna say B just because Frozen 1 is in B, and I think they're pretty evenly tiered. They still make my eyeballs fucking hurt. But you know, that's fine. That's fine. I'll say B. Xander.
Ernell can go fuck himself. This is an S tier fucking movie.
Oh, you're fucking crazy,
Frozen
dude.
2
You're
outdid the first
crazy.
movie by a fucking mile. Okay. Frozen 2 is so much better. Dude, I still low key get like goosebumps when like she's like at the fucking shore just readying up to just jump into freezing cold fucking water.
That
Like
part did
the
go hard. That
worst
part went fucking
tease
crazy.
ever, dude. And then when
Yeah.
she tames the water spirit, the fucking horse, dude, it gets fucking badass.
That part was pretty raw.
And like
That part was pretty raw.
the ramifications of the Disney mythos as a whole, I 100% subscribe to the idea that Anna and Elsa's parents are also Tarzan's parents.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
I 100% believe that.
Maybe.
It makes so much fucking sense. Okay.
So-
but also this one has so much more heart to it. So I'm gonna say S tier.
All right, that averages out to an A, my good sir. Fuck you, Xander.
Also, Panic at the Disco did a rendition of the main song for
They
this,
did.
by the
They
way.
did. Yeah,
Just
they
saying.
did. Encanto, I think could use a little bit of conversation. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Encanto. DJ.
I've only experienced this movie through social media, so I have not seen it.
Gotcha. Sweet, dude. Encanto's an S. Encanto's an S for me. Encanto's really
Okay.
fucking good. It's really fucking good, dude. They do such a good job with all the characters feeling so individual, so well voice casted. Everyone feels original and fresh and great, and it's a compelling story that breaks your fucking heart time and time again. Encanto's an S for me. Xander.
Yeah, I'll say I can agree to an S because I was gonna say is more. Personally, I feel it's more like probably highest echelon of A, like breaching into S territory. But yeah, no, I can see it being an S tier. Yeah, no,
I
because
think-
like for all the same points.
I think the soundtrack is what breaks it into an S for me, to be honest. I think without the soundtrack,
it has
it's
a
an
great. It has a great original soundtrack, and also the humor. Another thing with me personally, because everything else in my life was depressing for the longest time. So I always look for humor in Disney films. So the level of humor that they bring in Encanto was also immaculate.
Very nice. Very nice.
So yeah,
Did any of us watch Strange World?
I
The fuck
did.
is that? I've not.
Yeah, it was super not marketed fucking Disney movie. I have not seen it. DJ obviously hasn't seen it. Xander, what's your tier going to be on this?
I would make a pitch for this because this is actually a movie that people need to see, especially in this day and age. This 100% has an underlying story of being more informed, being more aware of your surroundings, being more aware of what's actually happening. And also it has a very probably arguably and I can't say from personal experience because I for lack of a better phrase, don't swing that way, but it has a great depiction of a homosexual relationship, by which the main character's son is gay and has a crush on one of his friends. And I love the way they kind of go about it. Like they just kind of like nonchalantly just like, oh yeah, like he has a crush on so and so and stuff like that. And like the dad, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, dad's like, oh, so what's his name? Like treats it as completely normal, and I love that. And then even when they meet the grandfather is like, oh, so you got you got someone back home, you know, and like, what's her name? Like, well, he and stuff like that, kind of like that. And then the grandfather, there's a moment where the grandfather is just like, oh, well, this is what you got to do to, you sweet talk him. Like, like not even a second passes him. Like, you see that moment where it's like initially he assumes, but then when he hears that it's a male, he just completely just like doesn't even give it a second thought. He's like, oh, okay, so this is how you want to like really sweet talk him, like show that, and like treats it as normal. And I absolutely love to see that, where like no one makes a huge deal out of like, oh, it's a guy. Like, come on, you love who you want to love. But backtracking to like very much paying attention to your surroundings and paying attention to what's happening in your environment and everything. I just absolutely loved this story because it paints this picture as like, oh yeah, this big grand adventure, and then there's like this twist, and it's like, oh, I was not expecting that. It was really cool to me, the initial reveal of everything. And I'm purposefully not saying anything more about it because I really actually want you guys to watch this movie at some point, because it is actually really genuinely good. And I would argue that is deserving of at least an S.
S. Okay. Throw it on S, DJ.
Absolutely.
All right. Have any of us watched Wish? That's the most.
Or
whoa, really? Okay.
Wait, which one's Wish? Fuck.
One with like the
was
dad has like silver fox looking hair, and if I
that
remember
was
correctly.
the one for the Disney 100th anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not see this. No, I did not see this.
Little star guy. Yeah. Xander, did you watch it?
I did not see this one.
I did not either. So we shall.
I was thinking of Soul, dude. I was thinking of Soul.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Moana 2.
Nope. Not seen.
Oh man. That's a B. That's a B for me. Xander.
I was gonna say I was actually very disappointed. I would argue it's like high C, like lowest B. I'll concede to a B, but I'd say lowest B. Like it was,
yeah.
And to find out, like the
don't.
Yeah, the music was
still very new movie. Let's refrain.
Yeah.
But yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Let me just say that. Toy Story.
Funny.
DJ.
The first one.
First Toy Story.
The first one? Yeah, I've seen that.
What's your ranking? What's your rating? What's your tier?
It's S plus, dude. That movie's all timer.
All right, man. All right, dude. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
It's Toy Story, dude. Like, they made fucking like 80 million more afterwards for a reason. It's a fucking good story. Xander.
Absolutely. S plus.
Fuck yeah, dude. Toy Story 2.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
DJ.
Still S plus.
I like it, man. I like it because I agree. Toy Story 2 fucking rocks, dude. That movie's so sick, bro. Yeah. It's so good, brother. Like,
it's Toy Story 3 when shit changes, but
yeah. Xander.
No question. S plus.
Absolutely.
S+, yeah.
Absolutely, man. Monsters Inc. boys. DJ.
Oh, S plus, dude.
Yeah.
No question about it, man. No fucking question about it.
I think we can all we're all in agreement. S plus. Next.
That'd be
Put
fucking
it up
crazy.
Put it up there.
Finding Nemo.
S plus.
S plus,
S
baby.
plus.
S fucking plus,
S
baby.
plus.
You like
S
that'd be
plus.
fucking
Mimi
crazy
Inc.
if you put that. Oh my god, he's
Yeah.
gonna touch the butt. Like there's so much good came out of Finding Nemo, dude. That
I
movie's
have,
so good.
I have some qualms. I have some qualms because of like what happened recently-ish with Ellen DeGeneres and stuff like that. But I,
For sure, totally
Okay.
fair. Good movie.
Yeah.
The
Good movie.
Incredibles, DJ.
Incredibles as an S plus.
God damn, baby. God damn, is it? God damn, is that movie
Tommy
good?
monologuing.
Xander.
The Incredibles, more like the Incredible movie. Yes, it's an S plus.
God damn,
Next,
baby.
Yeah.
God damn, baby.
Yeah.
Cars, DJ.
That's S plus, bro.
Mm,
Ciao.
mm, mm. I agree. Fucking left turn, baby, all day, dog. Dale.
That's genuinely made NASCAR more interesting.
God damn. Who would have thought?
Genuinely.
Who would have thought?
Who would
Xander.
have fucking thunk it?
Oh boy, here we go.
He doesn't like cars.
So,
he doesn't like cars. He's not a car guy.
so this is the movie. This is the movie that continuously gets me shit on. I still have not seen Cars.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I think
that's not like the big. That's not the biggest
This-
sin, but at the same time, like man, like
This
that's,
was-
where
that's,
were you?
That's
You
tough.
know what I
This
mean?
is
Like where were you?
another
when?
one that-
What were you doing?
This is another one. This is another one that came up during the era of Disney movies that I was just like off. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Sure.
Yeah, no, that's
Fair
real.
enough,
That's
man.
real. You know, we
Fair
get
enough,
phases,
man.
but
Fair
I
enough,
feel like you should. I think it's a good movie.
Yeah,
Ratatouille.
at this point, I probably should.
DJ.
S plus, dude.
S
Ratatouille,
plus,
yeah,
S
plus.
plus.
No
Yeah, dude.
question.
Everyone
they were
can
just
cook.
they were just delivering bangers in that time, dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Yeah.
serving them
Banger,
up. No pun
banger.
intended.
right, next
Ratatouille's
one,
definitely
next
S plus. Next up, Wally.
Man, it's been a while since I've seen, but that's also S plus, man. That movie made me cry.
Yeah, dude, I was just about open about fucking solving that movie. That is
Yeah, dude,
absolutely
fucking-
an S plus, bro. I was
Golly,
sweating.
dude, the trailers, dude. Before that movie came out, I thought it was gonna be the dumbest shit ever.
For real.
You watch it and
For
you're
real.
like, oh my god, my life has changed,
Bro, like
My life is
I was sweating from trying not to cry, bro. Like this movie was
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
crazy, dude. Xander.
So it didn't have the same effect on me, but I do agree that it was a good movie. So I will take your guys' ranking.
Sweet.
Yeah,
All right, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
shall
sweet.
concede. Boys, next up is Up.
S plus, dude.
S
S
fucking
plus,
plus,
up,
baby.
up. It's
S
up there. It's
goddamn
genuinely up there,
plus, baby. Goddamn. We cried in the first 5 minutes, bro. What the
bro.
fuck?
And
What
there's
the
more.
fuck,
There's
dude?
more, bro.
Oh my god, man.
Fucked up,
Xander.
bro.
Xander.
No, yeah, S plus, S plus. Next.
Yeah, S plus.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yep,
Go ahead.
okay.
Next one.
Toy Story 3.
This is an A, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's A.
I vehemently agree. Like, holy shit, I aggressively agree with that, dude. What a
It's hella an
bummer, man.
A-ass
What,
movie, bro.
what a
I'm
fucking
like, okay,
bummer, dude.
Sure. Sure. I mean, it's like still a good movie, but it's like
Yeah,
it doesn't hit the
right,
same,
right,
dude.
right,
I'm like,
yeah.
what are the stakes here right now?
I'd watch Bolt 3 times over before
Because then,
Toy
like,
Story 3.
yeah, because then, but then when we watched Toy Story 4, dude, that it went right back up
Ooh,
there.
and
dude.
we'll get there. We'll
Yeah.
get there, brother.
Yeah.
Xander.
They had me in the last. They had me in the last half. I guess if that makes
Uh-huh.
sense. When they're because this is the one where they're staring death right in the face and then
Yeah.
they get saved by the claw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for a second, I was like, "Oh shit, this might be it." But then it wasn't, and then I was like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I could have done without it." So I'll take your guys' ranking for that.
Sweet.
Mhm.
Hey, it is. Cars 2, DJ.
It was so nonsensical where the fuck this plot went. I think this is an A. This is an A, dude.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm like this took it took such a left turn plot wise, like
No
in
pun
terms of like,
intended.
bro, yeah, like in this case it would be a right turn. But genuinely, like
right into the
like
wall.
for the plot of Cars, it's like, oh, Lightning McQueen and he's struggling, and then Cars 2 is literally like global espionage and like stopping a bomb
Brother.
threat out in fucking
They took-
London.
brother,
And then
dude,
Cars
they-
3 is Lightning McQueen's legacy. Like, what the fuck is
Dude,
this movie's like the bastard
I don't
middle
even
child, dude. I
fucking
don't know
get
what the
it,
fuck
bro.
is.
I give Cars 2 a C, dog. I don't even think it's that.
Yeah, I was.
like,
Let's go
the-
B. Let's go B for it because Mater, like, dude, Larry the Cable Guy just kills Mater. All like he's just Mater is such a
Yeah, like he's the reason that this movie is even as good as it is. To be honest,
I don't even know if Lightning McQueen is in that
took
movie.
a page out of the Fast and the Furious playbook with
Yeah.
this one.
It genuinely
for
was a
fucking
Fast and
real,
Furious plot,
Like,
dude.
Pretty,
What the
pretty
fu-
much
it was
was,
fucked up.
dude. Like they took direct
Yeah.
inspiration. Xander, Cars 2.
Uh,
He is-
yeah, I would say C, honestly.
Ooh,
Because
okay.
like I said, I haven't seen the Cars films, but I am aware of the plot points and stuff like that. And based on what I know about them, I
you can
wouldn't
tell I had
even wipe my
nothing
Yeah.
to fucking do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure, man. Brave DJ.
I've seen this one, and I think this is Brave is an S. It's S plus, but a lot of quotables. It's kind of funny. Good plot. If you had the chance to change your fate, would ya? But yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I think that Brave is very good. It is not quite Wally Ratatouille up. Like it doesn't quite,
it's not
just
in the upper
barely,
echelon.
just doesn't has like some missing sauce there, but it's very good. Brave is very, very good.
Yeah.
shout
Xander,
out to Scotland.
agreed. Yeah,
I
Xander.
do like me some scotch. Yeah, I guess I could give this an S.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet man.
Yeah, there we go.
Sweet, dude.
It's an S.
Monsters University, DJ.
I've not seen this movie. I've not seen this.
I got you.
I don't.
got you.
And I think this. I think it's because of the plot. I'm like,
Sure.
I don't really
Okay.
want to see Sully and Mike
In college. Yeah. No worries, dude. No worries, dude. I have seen this movie and I fucking loved it, dude. I don't think it's an S plus. I think it's an S. It doesn't quite hit the same juice that Monsters Inc. does, but it's
Yeah.
still very good. Surprisingly so, because at this time they were botching sequels like fucking crazy, right? And this
Yeah.
one actually turned out pretty good. So I was pretty happy with it. So I'd say an S. Xander.
I would agree with S. The only thing that I would argue is that this movie should never have been made.
Yeah,
Because if
sure.
you recall back to a throwaway line in Monsters Inc., continuity would state that they didn't meet each other until they started working at that whatever the place was that they were working at.
The facility.
They never
yeah.
met each other in college. So yeah.
Retcons,
But
man. Retcons.
I will say there's a hilarious moment, DJ. So you know, as we listen to
Mhm.
heavy music and stuff like that, there's a scene in this movie that I absolutely love, that the mom of one of their friends drops them off and she's like, "It's okay, I'll just sit here and listen to my tunes," and then she turns on her music and it's just like fucking heavy
and
metal.
she starts headbanging in the fucking
Yeah.
car, dude. It was so
Because
good.
she's a fucking monster. It makes sense, but it's like, oh my god, that's hilarious.
Cool, sweet. So you're saying S as
Yeah.
well, or
Yes, S as
Alright.
well.
DJ Inside Out?
I haven't seen it. Just know the memes.
Ooh, okay. I think Inside Out is an S plus. I think that movie is impeccable.
'Cause I thought it was stupid when I saw the trailer. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
no, dude,
this
me
makes no fucking
too,
sense.
to be honest with you. I thought it looked fucking dumb. I thought that the premise was a little fucking odd. And then I watched it and I was like, God damn, they're really making me feel everything right now. They make you feel all sorts of shit during that fucking movie, man. Inside Out's really, really good. I'd say S plus. Xander.
I was actually gonna say S because I personally think Inside Out 2 is way better. Personally,
Let me ask you, do you think it's better or is it just as good for different reasons?
You might be right. You might be right,
because
actually.
that's where
'Cause-
I was going with it.
well, yeah, because it's different stages of life. So yeah,
Uh-huh,
no,
uh-huh.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, S plus for sure.
Sweet, sweet man. Finding Dory, DJ.
I've seen it, but I don't know if I liked it. I think it's an A.
Gotcha, gotcha. Um, I'm saying S, almost S plus, dude. They did a really good job on it. I thought they like I almost want to say S plus, bro. I really, really almost want to say it, dude.
Soap and lotion,
Yeah, I know, God, dude. Like,
locomotion.
it's so good, man. But I think that there was some magic that they hit with Finding Nemo, and it just kind of carries the magic. So I would say an S. Xander.
Yeah, I'm gonna go S as well because there's some like hilarious moments in this that I will never get out of my brain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I actually do like the unlikely unwitting side character that they introduce in this one.
Sure.
With the septopus. So it was a good solid movie. It's worth a rewatch. I definitely rewatch it.
I like it, man. DJ, the Good
And Idris
Dinosaur.
Elba's in it.
I've not seen Good Dinosaur.
Sweet, man. I'll do you a favor, and I'm just gonna say D. I don't know what it is with Disney and why they can't fucking get dinosaurs figured out, but I was not with the Good Dinosaur. I really was not with it, dude. I don't know. I see Xander's face, dude. But like I couldn't fucking ride the wave with you on this, man. I couldn't do it, dude. Like it has its moments, but I just don't think it's that fucking good, man. I just don't, dude. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. Xander.
I was gonna say this is at least deserving of an A, in my opinion, because there's just something about the Good Dinosaur though. As someone who has always felt like the piece of shit that will never amount to anything, this movie struck a chord with me.
Sure.
Even just thinking back to like pivotal scenes of this movie is like getting me a little choked up. There's like there are moments throughout this movie where I was just like, "Fuck that I've felt that way." Like because like
Yeah.
he's basically like. I mean, arguably they could have told a better story if they did it with like maybe like dogs, and he was like the runt of the litter and stuff like that. You could have done it something like that, but they decided to go to dinosaurs for some reason. But still, the story maintains the same. Where I was just like, it's like fuck, and then there's just so much tragedy in it, and I'm just like, oh my god, and like I was just like the entire time I was like, oh god, I really am like rooting for this dinosaur dude. Like I want to give it an A simply because this movie really had me in my feelings, dude. I was really touched by this movie.
Well, you'll be definitely touched to know that your A will have it settle at a B on average, my friend. So
That's fine.
you
That's
served
fine.
it. You served it some justice, my boy. DJ, Cars 3.
Cars 3. S plus. S
Oh
plus.
wow!
S plus.
He gave it an S plus, Froggy dog. Okay, all right, I see you, dog. I see you. Dude, I'm gonna say S. I'm gonna say S
Okay.
because I don't think it's quite as good as the first one. But fucking, how did the fuck they make us give this much of a fuck about this character, dude?
Dude,
How did they
it's so
do
sick.
it,
The
dude?
story is so sick, dude.
It's so good, bro. Like I don't understand how the fuck they did
It's
that.
really
dude.
funny that Jackson Storm is voiced by Army Hammer.
Uh-huh.
It's real shithead.
Fucking so
real
good.
shithead. Real shithead. IRL.
So fucking good, dude.
I
Xander.
Side note, I heard that he was trying to make a comeback into Hollywood recently, like earlier, like or like late last year
Uh-huh.
or something like that. have we heard anything else about that? Because I'm concerned.
No need
Because
to.
I
You
don't
need
want.
to,
Nah,
man.
man,
don't
we don't need
want
to get that guy out of there, bro.
I don't want the happenings of our current administration to hide the fact that this monster is about to fucking try and
Yeah.
make a comeback in Hollywood.
Yeah, we'll see.
But no, I will concede to the average of your guys' two scores because I also have not seen Cars 3. I
Gotcha.
know enough about it, but I just haven't seen it. So
Okay, sweet, dude. Sorry, my girlfriend's naked, and I was like, oh shit.
God damn it.
Oh boy. Okay. Next up is Coco. DJ.
I've not seen Coco.
Sweet. Got you, dude. This is an S+ ass fucking movie. I don't like a lot of Disney movies have made me cry. I don't think I cried harder to this than to this movie for a Disney movie. This movie had me fucking bawling my eyes out, dude. Xander, the last 10 minutes of this movie, are you fucking kidding me? Are you she's not even a main character. She's not even in a majority of this movie, and I still fucking bawled my eyes out, dude. Coco's S+ for sure. Xander.
S plus. S plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
No question about
God
it.
damn, Coco's so good, dude. Incredibles 2, DJ.
Incredibles 2. S. It's S.
I agree. I think Incredibles 2 is very good. I think it's very good.
Very good.
It just
Phenomenal,
it just don't got the gas
the
that
sauce,
the
man.
Incredibles
That
has. You know what I'm
sauce.
saying? It's good though. It is very good. Xander.
I was actually gonna say A. I personally think it's
Oh.
more of an A. Definitely higher tier A, like up there with like Zootopia. Actually, arguably, I think Zootopia might actually be more of an S. Now that I'm looking at this list,
I might agree. I
but
might agree.
Yeah. Then we pull that bad boy up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
I-
I
I-
agree.
I- now that I'm
I
looking at
agree.
this,
That feels better.
But yeah, no, it's just there's something about Incredibles 2 that is largely forgettable.
Mhm.
That the Incredibles 1 is known for.
Mhm.
Like to this day, like we all three of us can like we could regurgitate any line from the Incredible, like what are you waiting for? Oh no, something cool to happen, I guess. Like
Yeah.
we can just pull that out of our ass. I can't pull a single quote out of Incredibles 2 to save my
Sure.
life.
Sure. That's a fair argument.
So yeah.
Sweet, man. Okay. Well, that will average on a S. Next up is Toy Story 4. DJ.
Toy Story 4. This is S+.
Bro, how the
S+.
fuck did they do it?
We're so
the
back.
fuck did
We're
they
so
do it, bro?
back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
We're going
god,
up.
the definition
up.
of we're so back, bro. What the fuck?
Dude, I thought it was gonna be like, we thought, bro, really leading up to it because we reviewed it. We're like,
Mhm.
this might be another like cash grab. Like they're doing it. They're like, no, dude, this shit is real
It was that
deal,
good,
real
bro.
deal, bro. Yeah.
Xander.
I did not. I don't remember this one. I saw it once with Lydia, in
Sure.
passing. I think I was like cooking something, but I can't really comment on it. I
Gotcha.
did not see enough of it.
Gotcha. Watch it, brother. Watch it. Next, and I know where some of us are gonna feel about this. Next DJ is Onward.
No, I've not seen Onward.
Not seen Onward. Totally fair, dude. Onward is an S motherfucking plus, dude. That movie is super fucking slept on. Oh my god, that movie is super fucking slept on. It's so fucking cool, man. It's so cool, and I like
It's
cried
so
a
good.
lot.
It's so
It's
good.
like,
The fantasy elements,
oh,
and even
dude.
now that we're doing like D&D stuff, like kind of like
Ah,
the
god damn it,
dude,
man.
some of
It's so
the,
fucking
some of the
good,
elements
dude.
that are involved in it, like and I haven't watched this movie since we started the D&D stuff,
Mhm.
but I recall
I
a
want
lot
to.
of stuff that
I
they
want to.
have involved in it, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like
Yeah.
I'm like going back into my brain, like the fucking Manticore, you know?
Oh my god, dude, for fucking real, man. So
Like,
good. So fucking good. So do you agree? S
Uh,
plus as well, Xander?
Yes, 100%. And I admittedly I do want to stress this: if you have a brother,
Watch it.
specifically especially like,
Nah, just period.
dude,
Just period.
I
If
was
you have a brother, watch it. Like, it's
I was bawling.
that's all it
I
takes,
was
dude. That's all it
bawling
fucking
when he was
takes, man.
going through
Like,
the list.
oh,
When he was going through the fucking list, dude,
oh my
and
god,
it
man.
made me immediately call up my brother and like apologize to him for being such a terrible fucking
Dude,
older brother.
dude,
Like,
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling
oh
you.
my god.
Onward, one of the most slept on fucking Disney movies of all time, for fucking real, dude.
Yeah.
DJ, Soul.
Yeah, I've seen it. Soul is S plus, dude.
Okay.
I watched it twice. First time I saw, I was like, okay, it's good, but low-key hating on it. But I watched it again, like as I got a little bit older. I was like, yo, this shit hits. This
Yeah?
shit fucking hits.
Okay.
It's S plus for me.
Because I would say S, but if you think it's worth a rewatch to like re-experience, I might fuck around and find out, dog. Because I didn't think that the movie was bad in any capacity. It just like felt to me like it wasn't as grandiose as it could have been. But yeah, if you feel like it's worth a rewatch, get a better ranking. Sure, I'm here with it. Xander.
I'm gonna say this is also an S plus, but it's not without its faults. Like, I think it's a little bit on the lower end of S plus.
Sure.
Because there are some aspects of this film that I feel like either weren't necessary, but they added it for some sort of like suspense or something like that. But I think the overall themes of this film are
Yeah.
so heartfelt and necessary.
Mhm.
And my God, this was another one. I think this era of Disney too came out at a weird time, because I think this was a lot of these were kind of like COVID era Disney films. And I was feeling some sort of way during COVID. I mean, fucking, I'll admit to this. I was crying at the end of Wonder Woman 84. But COVID era, I was feeling some sort of way about myself. But this one really hit me.
I'm gonna ignore that you just said that out loud.
Yeah, okay, I've explained myself to you before about this.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear
character.
it. I don't want to fucking hear it.
No,
Dude.
he was sitting there talking to his son.
It was a good. That was a good part. That was a good part.
Okay.
Dude. Yeah, that part always fucking got me too.
Like literally the only part of the movie.
DJ Luca.
I have not seen Luca.
Sure. Okay. Luca is a B. I think that's a B. Like Luca's like good. It's fine. It's serviceable. I don't think it's all that exciting. I don't remember a single line from Luca. I remember the dad. I loved the character design of the dad. I loved that. But
with the no eyes.
Yeah, with the no eyes thing. I loved that. But generally speaking, I thought the character art was underwhelming. I thought the story was underwhelming. And the concept, really fucking cool. They just didn't really do anything with it. And that kind of felt lame to me. Xander.
So I'm actually going to try and petition for an A on this film, because I think overall, I agree with a lot of your points. Also, the dad that you mentioned, it was the friend's dad, who's the human out of the three, the throuple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I want to push it up to an A, because I actually genuinely enjoyed the overall art style of the film. I thought even just like the colors used, I really enjoyed. And I really liked kind of like this kind of more tame story of friendship that they touched on with this movie.
Sure.
And kind of the overall themes of being afraid to be accepted as who you are, and kind of what they touched on there. I do think it was kind of, that being the overall theme, I do think that it was kind of like a touchy subject. So they were maybe too afraid to go all in on one aspect of it, and I feel like they probably could have.
Yeah.
So that's why it's definitely not an S for me. But I think overall, I think it's deserving of an A personally,
Sure.
because overall I did enjoy it more than most of our B tier films.
Sure.
So
Okay. DJ, Turning Red.
I have not seen this one.
Okay, sweet man. I think Turning Red was an A. I think it was an A. I think that movie was a lot better than a lot of people gave it credit for, to be honest with you. It was very funny. The movie is fucking hilarious. It depicts the perspective of a young girl very well. And they were very creative in sort of personifying what a girl's first period is, and like turned it into this huge fucking ridiculous over the top story. This movie is just genius to me. It was just really, really fucking smart. Xander.
Because I think this is deserving of an S, I'm gonna say it's an S plus. Because I genuinely front to back love everything about this film. My daughter loves everything about this film. To which at one point me and my daughter were sitting there singing along to the fake boy band that's in
Yep.
this movie, and we're like trying to do like fucking boy band dances to it and shit like
Dude,
that.
yeah, no,
we are 100% four townies for life, dude. So yeah.
I'll say S as well. I think like you sold me at least an
Let's
S.
go.
That movie's pretty fucking good. DJ,
It's solid.
Lightyear.
Lightyear. I have not seen Lightyear.
Sure.
Seen a little bit of it, but I have not seen.
I think Lightyear was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give Lightyear an A. I like it. It was good. I don't think it was perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it had a lot of really good parts. And how the fuck they made us give a fuck about this character after 4 prior Toy Story movies, I have no fucking clue. It's not even the canon story of Buzz Lightyear because he's a fucking toy. And yeah, dude, I was like, I totally get why kids wanted Buzz Lightyear toys in Toy Story, dude. Period. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I would say it's an A as well. I wanted to like this more than what it actually was, or like going into it, I was actually getting kind of hyped for it, and then after seeing it, I was like, okay, yeah, it was pretty middling. The overall concept I thought is actually kind of a cool concept to take. Basically, what they were trying to do was give us the Buzz Lightyear that the in canon Toy Story humans would have seen.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, yeah, that's cool. There's just
it gets lame
something
at
missing.
some points. Yeah, it gets a little bit lame.
It gets really like
sure.
just like meh. And I wish it was better, because I feel like it would have been really cool to see them do like maybe some offshoots of that.
Sure.
But if I remember correctly, the end result was like some sort of like almost the ending of the Flash movie.
Oh, almost, yeah. They were stretching for some like crazy shit at the very end of this. Yeah.
Yeah, like some time dilation, time travel. Woozy does it.
So A, you agree?
Timey-wimey, wibbly wobbly. Yeah, it's an A. It's an A.
Sweet. All right, we're at $1.56. Let's burn it through, boys. Let's burn it through. Elemental, DJ.
No.
I have yet to see Elemental myself either. Xander.
I'd say A. I'd say it's an A.
Okay. Agreeable, sir.
Yeah.
Inside Out 2. DJ.
S+.
I've seen it.
S+.
Sweet. Yeah, S+ for fucking sure, dude.
S+.
Goddamn movie so fun. Xander sold me, and I was like, sure, I'll fucking watch it. Goddamn, did he sell me well? Because that movie's fucking good, dude. All right, boys. Our last two. Raya and the Last Dragon. DJ.
Not seen it. Not seen it.
Oh, man. Okay, Xander, I don't think it's an S+. I think it's an S. I'm trying to compartmentalize my Asianness. I know it's hot in terms of like Asian cultural representation, stuff like that, but there's something about it that just doesn't quite get it for me. So I'm gonna put out an S. Xander.
Okay. I see that as a personal bias, and that's fine. But I think I think it's an S plus because
Okay.
it hits every mark for me.
Okay.
Every little bit of this movie was just like on point, and I love this movie to death. And even with personal bias,
It's
I'm gonna say like the beginning part where the father is like kind of like showcasing like this soup that he wants to make for the guests and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god, I remember my mom making that for me when I was a kid. I'm like, come on, dude, are you
yeah,
fucking
dude. No,
kidding me? dude?
for sure. I totally get it, man. I totally get it,
Um,
dude. Okay, so
yeah,
that'll put it at
no,
an S plus then. And then that leaves our last one, gentlemen, A Bug's Life. DJ.
Bugs Life, S plus tier, man. That movie's
S
S plus.
goddamn plus, baby. Let's fucking go.
Bugs
You-
Life S plus, brother.
Oh my god, bro. Like
Classic.
you knock one down and you gotta knock them all down, man. They just can't be fucking stopped, dude. Like what a fucking good movie, man. Xander.
I'm a beautiful butterfly. Yes, it's an
Mhm.
S plus, dude.
God damn,
And
dude.
there is
Unanimous,
something
unanimous.
to be said. There's two things I want to say about this movie
Okay.
before I hand it off. One, there's something to be said that this movie is now making rounds again in social media because of a very important scene in this movie that I think everyone should take a look at and dissect. Because listen, there is power in numbers, my
Mhm.
friends.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
also, why don't we have bloopers for animated films
God
anymore?
damn, dude. For fucking
Dude,
real,
need
man.
it, bro.
The
Come
bloopers,
on,
the
man.
bloopers in this were so
It's
awesome,
so
dude.
good, dude. Like this sidekick grasshopper dude who like accidentally runs into the camera. Like that was god damn it. I wish
Yeah,
they did.
I'm sorry, guys. You want to do that again?
I wish that they fucking did, dude. I wish that they fucking did.
Yeah.
So A Bug's Life, S plus. So Xander, if you don't mind, allow me to just run it down real quick
Yes,
for
sir.
our
Bring
audio
us
listeners.
down.
And we can come to a close here. So at no tier Fs. Thankfully, we did not do any of these movies that dirty. Tier D was Snow White and Some Dwarfs, Lady and the Tramp, The Sword in the Stone, The Rescuers Down Under, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Dinosaur. Tier C was Dumbo, Sleeping Beauty, Aristocats, Robin Hood, The Fox and the Hound, Pocahontas, and Cars 2. Tier B was Pinocchio, Bambi, 101 Dalmatians, Brother Bear, Tangled, Frozen, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Ralph 2, Moana 2, and The Good Dinosaur. Tier A was Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, The Little Mermaid, Chicken Little, a movie that probably should have been an S plus, but it's not. Wreck-It Ralph, Moana, Frozen 2, Toy Story 3, Luca, Lightyear, and Elemental. S tier was The Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Tarzan, Meet the Robinsons, Bolt, Big Hero 6, Encanto, Strange World, Brave, Monsters University, Finding Dory, Incredibles 2, Zootopia, and Turning Red. And then the kings of the kings themselves are S plus tier. It is The Lion King, Hercules, Mulan, The Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis the Lost Empire, Lilo and Stitch, Treasure Planet, Princess and the Frog, Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up, Inside Out, Cars 3, Coco, Toy Story 4, Onward, Soul, Inside Out 2, Ray and the Last Dragon, and A Bug's Life. It really goes to show that Disney knows what the fuck they're doing and have stood the test of time because of very good reasons, man. They make good movies, dude. They make good movies, baby. Xander, send us home.
Thank you, Ernell. And that is the Good Kraken Disney animated films tier list We are closing it out. It is only a two-parter. Thank you so much for joining us on this, because this has been the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, various members of the Good Kraken crew gather to discuss anything and everything the Seven Seas has thrown our way, like Disney movies, because we love them. We love them. If you liked what you heard, you can get even more at patreon.com/goodkrakenpods, where you can get exclusive content, discounts on merchandise, and have early access to all of our content before it goes live on podcasts and video services. Don't forget to join GK Community, the GK Community, over on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below. And if you want more, follow and subscribe to get updates when new episodes go live. Everywhere.
All the way.
We have to set sail, everyone, but until next time.
Good ciao.